We all know AI is a productivity improvement tool, but if it is perceived as a threat job elimination tool, then you are not going to be successful.
Hey everyone, I am very glad to have Velu Palani with us today. Velu is a COE leader at Blue Cross Blue Shield, and he also runs CRM COE, which is a think tank on Salesforce Center of Excellence. And I've known him for a while. He is an incredible thinker in this space, and I'm very glad for us to have him here. Fortunately, Velu is also a speaker at Enterprise Dreamin, where he's talking about AI, the return on investment with AI, some of the compelling use cases. So let me turn it over to Velu and ask him, Velu, what are some of the compelling areas that our viewers will hear about in your session with Ian Gotch?
Now, first of all, thank you, Saurabh, for having me here. So I'm looking at this AI in two components. I call it two personas: end users and then the practitioners. So the development community. When you look at ROI, you have to look at ROI on both sides. When I say both sides, if end users want to improve the productivity, yes, there are opportunities today like GPT-5. It can help. If I'm a salesperson, it can put a wrapper on salesperson activities and improve the productivity and increase the speed in which you operate your business. But that's one way of looking at it. And that is a good ROI. But your foundation as a COE leader, make sure the foundation of the platform, the operations of the platform are effective so that the development community can support. As we all know, AI is also available for the development community. For example, if you want to write a story, coming up with a solution, it can generate code, can do testing, and it can create test cases and so on and so forth. So I'm looking at the ROI in both sides, the user community and the development community. So it's easier to measure or come up with a business case or an ROI business case for user community is much easier. But for the development community, it becomes a lot difficult. So that is what we are working on. And that's my initiative for this year.
That is a very interesting nuance. We've spoken to a lot of customer where the predominant focus tends to be on the business side. But I think for large enterprises, development costs and the development speed or lack thereof is a significant consideration. So I like the counterbalancing of things that you can do on the business side and then things you can do on the developer side. Are there any specific challenges when you're thinking about this that our viewers should be aware of?
Yes, I would categorize it into, let's say, three buckets for the development side of it. For common, for business users and the development, the commonality is the legal, the compliance. So you got to make sure that anything that you do, you comply with your business compliance, meaning the legality part. That is common for both personas. For the development side, the biggest challenge that I'm noticing already, the way you implement and the change management and the resistance. We all know AI is a productivity improvement tool, but if it is perceived as a threat job elimination tool, then you are not going to be successful. So that is the biggest challenge that I'm already envisioning it. How do we do it? That is the journey that we are into it. It's early, but I think we have some ideas. I'm happy to discuss more.
Excellent, excellent point. I do agree. I think there is the security, compliance, legal as one area. User adoption, usability is definitely another one. And I'm particularly curious how that would apply between the business user and the technology side, because contrary to what we may think, I actually think that the technical audience may be the harder customer here to work with because their processes are extremely set in the way and there's a lot of, preference of how things have been done. And it really, I think at some point, we may have to look at how the DevOps portion of it gets impacted and how do you accommodate, AI into your classic release cycle for products and features.
Absolutely. I mean, that's 100%. The change management, the perception of how it is going to impact personally, when it is impacting personally someone in the development life cycle or the DevOps process. You're always anxious about it. This has never been done before. Your expectation will be way different than today. How do we manage it? I think as a COE leader, you need to have a good roadmap. Not only the roadmap, make sure that the adoption and then the long run ROI is objectives are met.
True. True. Excellent point. I'm very looking forward to this session with you and Ian, and I think it will be great to learn more about how large organizations and leaders like you are looking at ROI and business case. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm looking forward to the session.
Well, looking forward to it and hope you all get a chance to join us in the session. It's on the 23rd of August and see you there. Check out for more details on enterprisedreamin.org. Thank you so much.